And we are recording. Got it.
Okay, guys, if you've got any pairs or any questions, you can just drop it in the chat, and I will answer each one accordingly. If not, I'll be just going through the chart analysis first, based on my main two pairs currently and what I'm seeing. Then I'll pass my time over to Budi to go through his pairs. During New York session, we are a little bit late into New York, but not to worry. This timing is usually where all the manipulation and fake out happens. But yeah, we will still be able to probably catch movements if we are able to catch them in time, probably by 8:30 or something. So okay, so first one, as usual, I'll be going through gold first because this shit has been going really, really well. Okay, so NFP, right? NFP was last Friday. Last Friday we actually touched a 11688 level. Wait, last Friday is what date? 5th of March. Yeah, we actually touched all the way around here. We came down around here, and then today, like, and then we retrace all the way to the top. We retrace all the way back to the top, right? And then we actually catch liquidity of sellers that were coming in here. So people got stopped out. So if you want to label this as like a area of where money lies, that's fine as well. So apart from that, right, the gold came back zoning range again, below my line. So this line is actually for me to actually check the order block areas. So we're actually closing below the 1708 region. So okay, so currently like the bias for gold, right? I don't think gold is extremely bullish to the point until it breaks 1732. Yeah, 1732, then I will count it as a bullish momentum. But till then, I will still see there's a lot of liquidity to be grabbed at the bottom. As I've been talking about the past two sessions that we had together, because we have a lot of liquidity lying in these zones. Okay, so we are slowly coming back down to credit liquidity. And also for gold, right, if you are able to link your fundamentals to your technical analysis, right, and if it lines up properly, then you are able to make a better judgment of your gold trade. So currently, what we are happening to gold, right, and okay, Powell's speech was also last week. Apparently, we are having pretty good results for the US dollars at the moment. I would see a short-term burst in strength towards all the USD pairs. Um, yeah, so that's about it for the Powell side. So all these NFPs, unemployment rates, and NFP came up positive last week, right? It will actually contribute to the 10-year yearly bonds thing, the treasury bond contract thing. So that will actually push up the USD strength for a while before we see further correction in the currency or like further weakness in the currency, depending on how the economy and GDP, all the kind of data news that will come out. Okay, so now to cover gold, right? Since we close back in the zone, and the zone is actually like breaking my order block as well. Like from this candle onwards, if you see this candle onwards, right? Like right about here, we are actually breaking back. We are actually breaking the order block zone, so that's pretty good for us to have a continuation down. Yeah, so over here is actually where I took my first sell. So I took my first sell here is because this is one of the zones that I was looking at. So if we check this zone out, right? This zone over here, we have many wicks. So wicks are price rejecting the bottom areas, but also creating liquidity and imbalances in the market. So this zone here, like over here, we are actually wick filling these wicks, all these wicks in this zone. So I could say that the inefficiency is filled and we created more efficiency through this drop. So I entered based off this candle, and my SL was just placed above that candle in a smaller time frame. I think I entered this in about a 5 minute or 15 minute time frame. So yeah, so I got a tighter SL. I could have gotten it like a bit higher, I think, I read when I touched this line, but due to gold volatility, it's quite hard to catch moments in a small time frame. It springs a lot. Yeah, so this trade went all the way down, pretty well. Definitely good trade to hold. So I actually shifted this to break even. My first position is shifted to break even. Then I took a second position on gold, based on the smaller time frame as well. So if we were to check out the smaller time frame, right, why I entered this is because I saw, okay, this is completely very simple. Like there's no institutional areas that involved over here. I'm just trading the pullbacks of gold. So if something is given to you this easily, right, take advantage of it. Don't go and source and find out like many don't try to find liquidities in this zone or what. Like if you're given like a nice pullback or a nice entry zone. So I think it was a 5 minute candle that I entered on. Yeah, you see, these are pullback over here. So I entered over here, roughly over here, this candle coming down. And once this candle actually closed below this zone, right, I was pretty confident that we could have a continuation down, because this zone here was the area where it's supposed to hold. But since this candle is actually closing below, right, then we have a continuation to the downside. So after holding this continuation to the downside, I think I entered this fairly late today. Yeah, I was pretty late today, I think. I forgot what time already. I was just looking at my phone. So yeah, I entered based on my phone now. So yeah. Then okay, so other than this pullback, right? Then I was trying to find other areas to stack. So I made this position to break even. Yeah, this position was already break even position, as well as the top over here. So I knew that I was risk free for these two trades, so I'm able to stack more. Then what happened pre New York, like just a few minutes ago only, I actually saw this pullback coming in right about here. This pullback, and I saw this pullback. So I actually entered this pullback first. Yeah, this pullback first, and then my SL was right below, right above the areas of these highs. Okay, my worries for this, right? Since these highs were areas like we could actually sell, I was scared that I would have gotten stocked up over here. So my SL was pretty tight, just above the high. Worked out well. Price push all the way down. And there's another pullback here. I didn't want to enter this pullback because this pullback is too near to this pullback. You know, so I want to give it like some breathing space in case both my trades got broke even pre New York or during New York session. So now we are just riding these three positions now. And of course, we have the main position. The main position is all the way up from 1728 that we are taking all the way down to 1660 potentially. If not, I'll be closing everything at roughly 1685. I'll slowly close percentages of my position from 1685 to 1670 around the areas. And I'll leave like probably 10% or what to see whether it can touch this level. Okay, so that's it for gold sales. So I'm still targeting the bottom areas of the liquidity. And okay, so this is something I want to talk about right now. So notice how these wicks over here, right? All these wicks over here. So this area like is similar level to this wick over here. And I was looking at the same area we come down, right? But you see this candle, which candle actually broke below, rejected the price, but immediately reversed on the next candle. But you see, we are showing signs of weakness right now because this candle, over here, sorry if you cannot really see due to my stack position. So I'm trying to zoom in a bit. So yeah, if you see, okay, never mind, you know, I'll just delete the position. Okay, so if you see this candle here, right, we're actually like causing another pullback here. So this might be a sign of weakness. I wouldn't recommend stacking now because pullbacks during New York session can be pretty risky. Like you can do something like this and then like can go down for a while and like shoot up, take your position and go down. So New York pullbacks can be quite volatile in that case, even though it might go in a direction, but don't waste the chances of losing unnecessary money, you know, because your asset is the most important thing when you trade. Yeah, so what we can do now, right? Since we have already broken this line that I have, right? We have formed a new low already. So this low, right? We have this low now that is broken by all these wicks. And notice how this candle over here, right? This small candle over here is actually closing these wicks as a full candle. So we are actually wick filling the candles in this level. And after doing that, we actually created a new low over here. So what I need to expect from gold right at the moment, I need to see candles coming down, ranging this area and breaking this low. So once we break this low, then I might consider actually adding another stack below the 1684 regions, or yeah, definitely I want to see a complete closure and huge volume coming down in this zone. Then I'll consider, like, I might not even trade the breakout straight away, I might trade the retest instead, then go short. Yeah, so for now it's just to watch how this plays out. Okay, so this for sales. If you're too late for the sales, right, then I would suggest looking for buys slowly, because the buys, I can feel that the buys are going to kick in. Since okay, the news actually said that there's been a huge the Senate, right, they actually pumped in a good decent amount of 1.9 billion, I believe, towards gold, like the safe haven or like the metals and all the shit, to actually protect it from declining too much. So I would feel this like a Monday, Tuesday fake move, right, before the actual bulls, because there's a last area of liquidity to grab, which I believe is the below regions over here. Yeah, so I will still be looking for shops until here. If you're looking for buys, right, I would suggest buy zones will be 1765, 1660. 1660 will be like the best buy you can ever get. and your SL will just be like right below this entire low here. If I were to show you the bigger time frame, right? Okay, so this is what we have. Sorry, yeah, this is what we have. So currently we are in this range, okay? We are in this range over here, and we are actually testing the levels of the range. So I would want to see price actually touching this week over here, which is the 1670 region. If you want to take half of the week, right? I would say it's 1677, 1675, that region. If you are really, really lucky, right, we will touch this week over here, the last bit of liquidity, which is the 1659 region, 1660 region.
Yeah. I
In the
just want to
area.
point out that it makes a lot of sense for price to actually break the circle that you just point out there, because you can see if you correlate it with the price before, right, it actually formed a perfect equal bottom. Yeah, it's right, equal bottom. It formed a perfect double bottom lah. So if double bottoms
You're
are,
talking about this,
yeah, there, yeah. So if it,
yeah.
whenever, especially on gold, right, when price creates anything like a double bottom or a triple bottom, right, what lies below is liquidity, and when liquidity is created, of course, your price will hit below there lah to actually collect it before actually going with the right move. Okay.
Okay, so what Budi is actually explaining, right? Just to point it on the charts for you guys. If you all can see these weeks over here, notice how they are perfectly pretty equal weeks. They are actually rejecting the same area, right? And we have 1 week over here that's being rebellious. So this week, right, actually created a liquidity below. So this zone here will actually stand as a place to collect money. So like, okay, imagine you're a retailer, right? You're a retail trader, and you actually long this position from here, correct? Like you don't long it from here, long it from here. Okay, let's say we long it from here. Actually, okay, this position, right, but in this view over here, I cannot show here because here will be more visual for you guys to see. So imagine you long it from here to here, right? Your stop loss is right below a level like that, because we are expecting this support, if you want to call it a support, this demand zone, this small mini demand zone not to break, correct? So the fact that we are putting our stop losses below, right, it's actually a place for the banks to collect your money, the institutions to collect your money. So what they will do, right, they will actually come down here, take you out, and then do a bull. So when they come down here, take you out, right, you might actually see a lot of sell pressure coming in, and those sellers will also be taken out by the sudden reversal. So you really want to keep a lookout for that, because okay, I suspect gold being gold, right, we might actually break below this week. We might form a new low, like a new I think maybe 1652 or 1655, somewhere around there, right, before the bull actually starts. I don't okay, firstly, I don't expect gold to respect these weeks. These weeks are definitely out of the question for gold at the moment. So we will definitely break below this week, because this is such an obvious buy zone. Like a lot of people will be putting their buy limits over here or entering order limits over here. This will be probably the one that will erase the buyers who come in. But I feel since if it stops here, right, at the same level as this, right, then that will be an equal low. Right? So they will actually probably maybe even go like a bit lower before the actual bull comes in. So you really want to be patient, like be extremely patient about this buy and go, because what you catch here, right, could potentially take you up all the way to the 2K mark. Okay, like a full swing. Like you would see a trade that looks like this, a full swing to the top. If you catch this buy properly. Okay, this swing is like 3,000, 4,000 pips around here. Yeah, so be very patient about it. Take your time, understand what's rejecting where and why it's happening, that kind of thing. Yeah, if we don't come down to this low, right, and we start actually actually showing bullish pressure coming out, right, since we have already come to like roughly this area. So this could also be an area where people like buyers might come in, right? That's why you see like the price is being pushed up a little bit from where I started the call. We started the call at 1686, I believe, but yeah, because now New York session, so it's probably a fake out happening right now, or the buyers are starting to come in to push the price up, which I expect them to be taken out in the next half an hour, forming a new low and probably retesting the lower areas of liquidity. Yeah, so that will be all for the gold explanation. I hope it's detailed enough for you guys to understand. So if you are in for sales right now, right, you can actually look for sell right here. Sell right here. Roughly over here, like at this pullback. But be very careful about it. Okay, be very careful about it because extremely volatile. If you're looking for buys, look for buys in the regions of these 1670, 1675, 1660. Yeah. And please don't open your SL, okay? Place your SL properly, 30 or 50 pips, whatever is comfortable for your risk appetite and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's it for gold. I will update gold later on when I see further movements. But right now, since the Monday and New York session, we're still like retesting other areas that we broke from because we actually broke from this entire week zone here. So this candle, like this candle you see, right, actually fill this entire week zone here. So we might probably come up to test this area again before we see a further downfall in like 15 minutes or something, probably at 9 o'clock. Yeah, I may be wrong, but we will just see how it goes. But all my positions are roughly break even already. All my positions are break even. So a sell will be, I would say, not really safe to take now. A sell that you would take from will be a 1692. Yeah, if you retest the area, you can look for a proper candle closure and take a sell from there. Okay, to actually backtrack with my metals, right? Okay, so for silver, as you guys know, I was updating silver last week. Silver very correlative to gold, but silver, okay, if gold drops, right, silver drops more vigorously than gold. So if gold drops one time, silver will drop two times the amount, like roughly around there. Like you see these big candles that are falling down. Okay, so actually I sent this in the group. Like I took a picture with my phone, so it wasn't really like a clear picture to post up. But I did send in the group. So my first TP was over here. I saw candles like approaching. Wait, sorry. My first TP was right here. I saw candles approaching and like breaking this low, right? So I actually extended my TP all the way to the bottom here. For some reason, we haven't hit my TP yet. It stopped at this level. Indicating this candle wick over here. But I believe that this will be a pullback to come down to actually take that last bit of liquidity wick over here, and even potentially lower areas like this area to be touched. Yeah, so that's it for anyone who's interested in other metals. Yeah, they are very correlative. Okay, coming back to GJ, a very annoying pair these 2 weeks, I feel. A very annoying pair. Okay, let me clean up the charts and everything first. Okay, for GJ, right? Just going through a brief summary of what's happening here. Okay, I would say bulls, like GJ bulls, for now. Okay, so firstly, right, this zone over here. So we have like this small equal high thing. This M, if you want to call it, like just call it a resistance for now. So resistance has been taken out over here. This resistance has been taken out, right? But now this area is actually like a smaller time frame supply zone. Okay, a smaller time frame supply area, or you want to call it a point of interest. Okay, so yeah, so actually price, I feel price will actually magnetize to this area over here for now, before going further shots. If that doesn't happen, right, if like the price does not reject this order block zone over here, or whatever you want to call it, the what's the shit called, point of interest, yeah. So if it actually breaks this zone, right, then I would say there definitely a bull up to the, if I remember the price correctly, it was 1.53. Yeah, there'll be a bull up to this region. Let me check the daily. Yeah, okay, so 1.53 would be, I think the high I was looking at is this high. Yeah, this high over here. Grab to that high. Yeah, but I would really honestly, right, love to see a correction from DJ. Like I've been waiting quite long already for a sale to kick in, but it's been looking highs like nothing. Like all these highs simply taken out without any restraint, and we even came back to retest. Like if you see over here, right, this black candle over here, if we draw like a line at the black candle and we drag it out to see where it's retesting, right, you can see that the black candle is actually being retested. It's retesting these zones over here, the clear the box. So we are retesting these zones over here. So it actually closed above. That's why there's more bullish pressure coming into GJ. Yeah, so GJ for now, I will still say continue with the trend, even though it might, like a sell will look pretty nice. A sell to this area, like this area here, will look pretty nice. But I will still recommend you to continue with the trend because there might be a large liquidity grab here to the top. GJ has now been, like, for the past 1 or 2 weeks, right, extremely choppy. Like even though it's forming different levels, right, if you see clearly, it forms different levels, like higher highs and higher lows, right. But notice how like the candles are not very strong, bullish candles. They are actually pretty like short candles with long wicks. So all these long wicks, right, are actually taking people out pretty easily from GJ, which is very annoying to create now. That's why I got B, like I think over 10 or 15 times just by trading GJ in the past 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, and yeah, so actually breaking out this high, right, gave me like a potential that we actually continue further up. And if you want to be retail right now, right, these are inverse head and shoulders. Okay, yeah, these are inverse head and shoulders. So probably I would think there'll be a breakout from here. So yeah, so all these things correlates pretty well. Although I don't really trade patterns that much because they can be fake out pattern. Yeah, but just to look at it, yeah. So if you're actually going for GJ longs, right, then I would suggest targeting the 153612 as a swing. If you're doing it as an intraday trade, then you'll be targeting I believe over here. Yeah, let me check the zone. Yeah, I believe somewhere over here. Yeah, if you're targeting. So like 100 pips move, yeah, 100 pip move for intraday. For GBP very possible, but I don't know about Monday's volatility. Volatility can be pretty slow, so just bear in mind. But I suspect that a breakout from this range, right, will actually give like a good push to the next high over here. And I would feel that after reaching this high, right, price will consolidate here before the next breakout again. Because that's what has been happening. You see like a breakout, a small movement, a breakout, small movement, a breakout. Yeah, so it's very repetitive. Yeah, so that's just something to look at. Yeah, so for DA, I will still say longs. If you're looking for shorts, right? Shorts, I would suggest, okay, for shorts, right? I need this zone to be broken. Okay, the shorts are not safe, right? Until I see two things. Until I see price coming down like that, lower high, lower low to the bottom, or I actually completely need, right, a liquidity grab here. I need a liquidity grab to this zone, like somewhere here, right? And I need price to actually break this and continue down. Then I would feel safe for a short. Yeah, because he has to break this entire structure for price to actually go down, in my opinion, like a very safer option now. If you are a very violent trader, then you'll probably take a shot from here. Yeah, but very easily stopped up, I feel. Unless you actually use this point of interest area and somehow the thing rejects here properly, whether you can take a shot with a stop loss right above these areas or these areas. Yeah, so yeah, that's all for my side. I'll be passing my time to Bully to continue the rest of his guys.
Right. Okay, hold on. Just give me 1 minute. I'm posting some IG story.
Okay. Hey guys, you guys got no other pairs like you want to know about? They give you free analysis and make use of us. Any pairs, any questions, whatever, can just type it in the chat.
Right. Should I share my screen?
Yeah, you share your screen. I will stop sharing.
GJ fucked me over badly. Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
bro, GG, all of us kena from GG, really. It's like I don't even want to revenge trade GG. Like, okay, never revenge trade, but like re-entries for GG, right, is honestly just wasting my time with the ranges and like the pushes are very odd. Yeah, would you continue?
Okay. Share my screen. Da-da-dum. All right. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. Okay. So for today, I'll be going through GU and probably EU at the same time. Okay. I'll see, and probably DXY also. So probably just these three. Not UK. Not this. Hold on. Now let me just settle this real quick.
Yeah, we will only go through our own pairs unless you guys request us to go through other pairs. Hello, Jake. Yeah, but yeah, analysis was right by market playing me up. Yeah, like same shit to me. Wait.
Okay. So wait. Someone to join. Okay. So
Yeah,
the first
I
one,
knew.
yeah, the first one I'll be going through is GU. My bias as of now is still bearish, and I'm in this current trade right now. Reason being was because, okay, you see the timing, it happened between the transition from the London to the New York session, and as we all understand, whenever the transition between what do you call it? Okay, whenever there's transitions between time zones, right, there will always be a fake out, and this was the fake out lah. And as you can understand, this was our order block, and there were many sales that was being taken here. So what this candle did was, I believe it was a very fast move actually. Actually, this entire move was a fast move, and what it did was we collected liquidity from these zones here and here, because it was a very nice what seemed to be an order flow lah. So after this move took place, and understanding that it was a fake out, we then know that this area of supply will then be respected next. So that was how I got this shot. And if we jump to the smaller time frame, we can actually draw this order yeah. Okay, sorry, we can actually draw this order block and drag it all across, and we can see how this area was actually respected pretty well, just except for this area, because this was what was understood as a order block, as a fake out lah. So the moment price drowned back after that, is bound that the price will actually one way or another come back to this area of supply, and that was where I got the shot. So as of now, I'm still seeing for price to drown. I'm still seeing for price to drown somewhere either here, either this zone, which is another block that was created from when it collected the liquidity from this lows. Because I mean, you can see this was more like how you want to put it, like an FU candle, because it wasn't a move to actually break structure, but actually it's a move to collect liquidity from these lows that were created. Because I mean, confirm there will be a lot of people going for buys here, so the moment it sniped down, collected liquidity, and then it continue with its movements. But what we can also see on the bigger time frame is that it didn't break this high. Instead, it formed something like a bearish flag. There's actually a term for it lah, in SMC concept, but I'm not going to go too much into detail for that, because I don't want to confuse the majority of you. So understanding that it's a bearish flag, of course you can actually see price drowning further. Of course now that I pointed it out as a bearish flag, you guys can actually see it as much more clearer lah. Depends on how you want to put it, like this or like this. Either way, it still looks like a very bearish flag. Okay, so I can actually see two areas in which price can go to and possibly reflect off for buys, and that is, oh my god, let me just erase this real quick. Okay, one is this area. Oh my god, what is this? Okay. Okay, one is this area just now, as I just erased it, but let me just draw it out real quick. I'll explain why it is that area lah. Okay, first, it is an order block, very clear. It's a very clear order block. Okay, let me just drag it across. Number two, apart from this, it being an order block, there's imbalance over here. So we can see from here, from this week to this week, there's an empty area here that price has not mitigated yet, which is why one way or another price has to actually come to actually fill this zone. And I don't have the seconds time frame, but if we go down into the 30 seconds or probably the 15 seconds, we can definitely see much more clearer imbalance and order blocks within this week lah. But as of what is in a 1 minute, this is a very clear imbalance and an order block. So these two are confirmations by itself for longs. And like I mentioned in the group that I actually posted on my analysis, what my final confirmation will be is that for price to linger around this area and then possibly form a schematic, something like accumulation actually before touching this area and then potentially shooting up. So as of now, I know, I believe I posted my analysis on this particular order block. For this being my first buy limit, I actually canceled the buy limit lah, because I was reading more towards this, because this is more of extreme level. Of course, price can touch here and then reflect and then draw on here and then reflect further. But I just didn't like the placing of the buy limit here, even though it actually did play out pretty well. If I did keep my buy limit here, it would have really went like what, 52 pips just now, and I could have closed when it touches the order block that was above here. But with that being said, buyers as of now is still bearish, and buy limit can be seen here. But for example, if price does break this low over here, right at the wick, if price does break this level, we can then see for price to drown all the way down to this level. Reason being, which is about what, 269 pips. Yeah, reason being for that low is because if we go back to the 4-hour time frame, yeah, we use a lot of multi-time frame analysis to actually dive into our trades lah. Recording. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so I was basically the last thing I was mentioning about was how I actually got this level. It's actually pretty straightforward. If you go over to the 4-hour time frame, okay, if you go over to the 4-hour time frame, what we'll be eyeing out is for areas of unhealthy price action that needs to be healthy, and also more like an order block that yet to be mitigated. So what we can see from this point onwards, this is definitely one, but this is a bit too low lah. So we are targeting the one closest to where we are right now. So what I can see is this level, because okay, it was broken by this candle, and then it has yet to be mitigated. So what we can see is for price to either touch this zone, bounce up to probably here or here, and then down to here, or price down to here sideways. Because apart from just this being an order block that has yet to be mitigated, what we can see also is a big imbalance from here to here. This entire zone, if you bring it over to the right side, all the way, it has yet to be filled. Even this area as well. There's a big imbalance here and here. So bearing in mind all these levels of imbalance, right? All these areas of imbalance, no doubt price will definitely come down here. It'll be a really good swing like if I were to hold this position, giving me a 1 is to 300 and sorry, one is to 134. But with that being said, I think I'll close my partials here actually, because I don't really I mean, one side of me thinks that price will drown here, but another part of me tells me that price can actually potentially rise up here, or even here first, for that matter. Because with that being said, on how there's areas of imbalance here, there's also new areas of imbalance created here. Of course, if I jump to the small time frame, I can spot out clearer lah, like deeper into the refinement of areas of imbalance. So with here, and there's also that are created here. So we can see that price it definitely needs to be filled somewhere around here and also here. But to which area does it jump and sorry, to which area does the price go to first, right? For that we have to actually monitor structure. Oh my god, what is this? Yeah. For that we have to monitor the structure of what price is doing at the present moment, and we can actually use Wyckoff for that entire study. And how actually approach it, like I mentioned lah, as price is approaching here, if it's forming an accumulation, then I will proceed on with the with the buy limit. But if price doesn't seem to be forming any schematic, instead it just seems to be drowning, and then I will remove my buy limit, or even just hedge it for that matter. Hedge it. What I mean by hedging it is meaning I will actually place a buy limit somewhere around here. I mean, I'll leave my buy limit there, and then probably target the first area, which is here lah. I'll target here first. Actually here's much cleaner. But looking back to the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, so I'll actually hedge it while keeping this sell at the same time buying the market. So example, if it does, because one way or another, right, this is an extreme level. So bearing in mind that this is an extreme level, price will have some sort of a reaction to it. Be it if a Wyckoff is being formed or not. If a Wyckoff is being formed, right, meaning it will actually really just play out with it. But if, for example, a Wyckoff doesn't form in this area, one way or another, it will have a reaction to it, be it if it's just a minor pullback and then it drowns, or with a Wyckoff, it'll shoot up. So, which is why I'm actually keeping my buy limit, so that if price does reflect off nicely, I'll definitely broke even. And even if it were to drown or shoot up, with both sells and buys being on break even and risk free, either way that it shoots, right, I won't lose anything, and I will just gain from it lah. Example, if it does shoot up, okay, let me just admit this. Wait, there's some people okay. So
I do agree.
yeah, so example, if it does shoot up, I'll just probably break even on this and then profit from this move. But for example, if this reflect and then it drowns, I'll just break even on this and I'll profit from this entire move itself. Yeah, that's more or less my take on GU lah. It's a very it's more like waiting game right now for price to touch here, then I can actually initiate my hedge. But other than that, let's jump over to Euro USD. Yeah. Okay, so for Euro USD, I actually had wait, what is this? Yeah, I actually had a position taken here. Was it? I closed on purpose because I didn't like Euro USD at that moment. Yeah, I actually closed price here because I didn't like it. So it was just like 1 to 6 lah. It's pretty retarded, but it is what it is. So let me just cancel it out because it's not nice at all. But this was also one of the positions that I was looking at lah. I honestly don't really trade Euro USD much lah. I'm more of a GU person because I love the volatility that GU gives. While Euro USD, even though it's a very stable pair, right, and it's a very clean pair to trade with, you can get really tiny SLs with this. But I personally just don't like it. I rather trade with GU. Not too much volatility or like gold, not too little volatility like Euro USD, but GU is like the perfect. GU just gives you the perfect amount of volatility for you when you want to trade with a market that's not too fast and not too slow, so that you can actually catch the moves nicely. That's why I trade GU mainly. Not GJ at the same time, because GJ is a bit too messy. It's a bit cockeyed, I would say. And if you guys want my take on, it's very similar to how Skiran's analysis on gold is. Okay, so basically you are just eyeing on potential areas like this. Where is it? Where's the somewhere below here? You jump to the smaller time frame, you can see there's an order block here. Let me go. Let me see if my 15 minutes can drive all the way back there. If cannot, that is 30 minutes. Alright, 30 minutes
Hey
then.
bro, sorry to cut you off. Guys, gold shorts are valid if you are looking at shorts right now. We have retested my order block and rejected perfectly. And we're coming 6 minutes into the closing candle. So I would say gold shorts are possibly valid now. SL will be placed. If you're taking this trade, then SL will be placed right above my order block area, which is
Here.
1693 or 1692.5. Yeah, the regions over there. Yeah, a bit of a scary trade to take because it's a smaller time frame order block, but I think it may play out well due to the bearish structure that is forming because it hasn't break the high yet, and now we are ejecting properly in the smaller time frame. But if you want to be safer, wait for the 9 minute, I mean the 9 p.m. candle and see how we actually close. Yeah, just the update. Will you continue?
Alright. So I'll just leave this here. Let me just plot this out first. What level are you projecting that gold may touch? Yo, Kiran. What level on gold do you project gold to touch?
We aiming 1670 first.
Right.
1670.
Okay, so within this, so somewhere around here. Okay, give
Yeah,
it a
correct.
1 to 8. I mean, if taken
Once
now,
to yeah.
1 to 10 lah. Yep. Okay, so I'll just leave this here. I won't take it because I don't like gold. Okay.
Okay.
So as of what we are seeing on Euro USD, it's also very similar to gold actually. It's just drowning and drowning. I honestly can see a few areas in which price may react to. One is here within this week. Let me just jump into a smaller time frame. Yes, okay. Reason for the week is because it's a clear order block that was created when it collected the liquidity from these lows. Okay, yeah. You know what? Let's just put it to here lah. Okay. Okay. This entire zone. We can actually see that price may drown to here. Let me just delete this just so it's much cleaner for you guys. Alright. Okay. So we can actually see for price to drown here. That's what I mentioned just now, because it's an order block that was created through collection of liquidity or from these levels. So just like my take on GU, after the collection of liquidity, then price just just shot up. It didn't actually revisit this area. So one way or another, price have touched here lah, and price will definitely have a reaction here, be it if it's just a minor move, a minor retracement, or actually just the entire continuation of the uptrend. So if it does just form a small retracement, we can actually and it continues drowning, we can see price touching the next order block that was created, and that is here lah. Through this through breaking of these lows, it created this order block. Bam. Okay. Actually, to make cleaner, actually broke this lows up. Let me try to keep it as straight as possible. Well, screw it. I'm just gonna use the line. Okay. Yeah. Through collecting liquidity from these lows, it created this order block. Let me make it cleaner through. Okay. By doing this, yes. So one way or another, price will definitely touch this zone. Bro, use trend line then hold shift. Alah, okay lah. So what we can see is that price can actually possibly touch here since it's showing really strong bearish momentum breaking previous lows like this, and then forming low highs. So this might probably just be the area where price reacts to actually form the lower low, and then probably we can see a lower high formed somewhere around, I would say here. The lower high can be somewhere within this zone because it's an area of supply. So understanding Wyckoff and actually just pure structure itself, whenever um, areas of supply is created, right, we can actually see it being tapped back, meaning for this instance, right, if this is the new lower low, right, the new lower high would definitely be here, somewhere within this zone, because on a daily time frame, which is a very strong time frame because it's a big time frame, we don't it didn't form, how to say, right, it didn't form anything else, right, in which price can actually touch to actually form low high. Actually, this order block here may just be another zone, but because we are if it's respecting structure, right, meaning respecting the low highs and lower lows, right, this itself, right, is a lower high, lower low. It's right, lower low, lower high, and this is a lower low. So if you were to respect structure in these areas and also this area, it only makes sense, right, for price to actually touch here before actually forming the lower high here and then touching this zone. Yeah, so this is my outlook on Euro USD lah. Probably for today and tomorrow, we can see that price might actually down further to touch this zone before possibly having longs somewhere in either Tuesday night or Wednesday onwards. Wednesday onward probably can go for longs. Similar take on GU, and I think gold as well. Hey, look, gold is playing out nicely. Nice. Okay, so that's it for Euro USD lah. It's a very clean pair, I would say. Especially if you use a daily and a 4 hour time frame. This is a very damn clean pair. Would you guys like me to go through any other pairs?
Guys, if you actually enter the gold trade as given before, right, you are at the top there, you're currently running like 10-20 pips into profit. It's playing up quite well, the volatility showing to the downside. As you can see, reflecting right in my area of order block, the smaller time frame. So what I will do is I'll actually shift SL to break even once we have broken 1685 properly. Yeah. Other than that, I wouldn't shift SL to break even first because I need to see a clear break of this minor structure. If you want to be even safer, a break of the week of 1684 will be a more potential area to actually shift your stop loss to break even. But if you don't mind, can you just help me mark down that weak area over there, the low, so that people can see.
Mark down where?
The week at the lowest low that is formed. Yeah, the area there. Yeah, so a candle breaking that zone will be a nice area to shift your stop loss to break even. Yeah, until then, this trade is still pretty risky for now because we don't know. There's still an area of reflecting, and the 4 hour candle still looks a little bit
Chachat.
sus, So yeah, like just a little bit only. So I need this 4 hour candle, right, to actually fill all the wicks below. You see all the wicks lying in the bottom area. I need the 4 hour candle to clearly close the entire wick fill area for us to continue to the bottom side. So actually, a break of one, like where Budi is marking out, a break of this level will also be a nice area to set as follows a break even. I believe the level he marked was 1687. Yeah, so for now, I still think it's playing out nicely, but just be safe about it if you're go shots. Yeah, that'll be all.
Not bad, sir, actually. Quite nice. The gold trade running.
Yeah, that's right.
Man,
I
actually.
tell you sick stuff. Okay, guys, you guys got any other question? Hey, Budi, got any other thing to cover?
So for now, no lah. Because I'm really not looking at any other. I've not been looking at any other pairs. It's mainly just GUE. I've been loving these two.
Right.
The rest just a bit chachat.
For me, I've been just trading gold for this for last week and this week entirely, like my whole trade log, like those are actually successful trades for actually gold, and those broke even were all GJs. So yeah, so gold is definitely on my side. for this round.
Hope we can scale your account like crazy, sir. She
Yeah, yeah.
very scary.
Yeah, you guys got any other thank you. Okay, but if you guys got any other pairs or whatever or questions, you can just drop in the chat. If not, we'll be actually closing this session over here, and we'll see you again next Monday.
Yep. So if that's all, then I guess we are done. Correct? Are we?
Yeah, pretty much done. So this gold trade, I actually didn't take this gold trade because I already have 3 other positions, but this will be the most optimal. Like remember just now when I started this call, I told you guys there'll be a pullback to 1692. Yeah, this is exactly where like I was looking at a pullback for this shot. So I would have taken this trade if I didn't have other positions running, but just for me to control my risk and especially on a Monday, I'll just be a bit conservative today. So I wouldn't stay this position. Yeah, but if you guys took it, then just manage it properly. Yeah, that's all, honestly.
Not bad actually, bro. Serious, not bad.
Yeah, I feel this candle can feel the wick below and break the first line of 1687 or whatever. But yeah, right now there'll be a bit of fluctuations. So this is standard gold stuff. The fluctuation is something you cannot avoid. But I just hope that you see that spring over there. Yeah, it's pretty volatile at the moment. So just be careful about it.
A bit scary, sir, because the trade is a bit too clean. The trade is just
It's
what I'm afraid, right, is that it might just actually play out.
The equal high, right? Yeah, you might take out the equal high. Like let us take the equal high.
Like,
Yeah, so
you, bro.
yeah, that's why I mentioned earlier there was actually quite a risky trade since it was taken from an equal high area. So just be careful about it. Don't risk too much and control your risk every time and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But it makes sense also, like, actually, because this
Yeah, and especially because we formed the low at the bottom of 1684 pre New York, so I expect a price revisitation to that zone as well.
yeah, correct.
So yeah, very possible.
Hey, what time is it again? For the New York pick up 9 plus, right?
No.
I think
Probably
8:30.
about 8:30. Yeah, 8:30 about it.
Oh, okay. That means the pick up should be done already, lah.
Yeah, I think I should be done. So this should be the clear pullback for us to take the shots already.
Alright. Okay, everybody short GU now. Short GU ni.
quick scalps.
Okay.
No, but remember, like if you take our trades, it's your responsibility because we are, legit look like the same as the gold setup.
No, 1:4, dude. That is disgusting, man.
Oh, you mean the RR? I
Yeah,
think the SL can be tighter. You see a smaller time frame.
Yeah, of course. I will never take that, man.
Yeah, but definitely control your. Hey, look at gold, guys. Look at gold crashing. Yeah, so you like the call, then we know what we're talking about here. I'm gold specialist. Yeah, but as you can see, it's playing out real well. Hey, thank you. Hey guys, so not right now, right? When we cross the first line, shift the stocks to break even, and I can go and sleep already. Then tomorrow you wake up, hopefully you got good racks in your account.
Negative 200.
All in.
Yeah, all in your head. Yeah, but honestly, that's all. Just this gold trade. I'm still running like my own trades, but I didn't stack this as I mentioned before. So yeah, at least you can trust my credibility on what I'm talking about.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh, and also not to mention we are actually holding up our April intake right now. So yeah, April intake is open. So you guys can just DM one of us or our Instagram DM the page DeltalyteFX, DLFX, and then you can ask us inquiries if you're interested. Just to put it out there.
Yeah, but legit though, bro, this gold trade not funny. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I tell you, I give you live call. Live call don't play on. I 100% accuracy hit it. Okay, guys, the candle approaching the line. Candle approaching the line. She break even soon. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Jake.
But guys, you see DXY, right? There's actually an order block on the daily.
Wait.
I noticed.
What, this one, right?
Yeah, it might just reject, right? Then it will just bounce.
Yeah. If you look over to the
but okay,
It's if you look over,
Okay, so personally, how I see DXY, right? Personally, how I see DXY, right? DXY is actually made up of the euro, the GBP, the USD, the CAD, and everything. So DXY is not what pushes the other currency, but other currency is what pushes the DXY. That's how the DXY usually, like, that's how I read it works, apparently. So yeah, but the order block is something to be watch out from, like to be watching out from. The order block is exactly the area where we will touch the place I told you to shift break even. So yeah, that might be a good pointer also to actually
true, makes sense, makes sense. Okay, lah,
but I think for now we should be okay.
okay lah, everybody buy US currency, change all your SGD money, buy all USD, strengthen the US.
Yeah, but overall, fundamentally, I do see some strength in the US dollars because of Powell's speech are very positive. NFP was very positive. Employment rate was decreased significantly, so it's super good for US dollars. So all these things contributes to the 10-year treasury yield bond thing. Yeah, so I don't see a lot of weakness right now. Probably this entire week or probably until Wednesday, we'll see some strength coming for the US dollar. You see gold crashing again. Yeah, go guys, go broke the line already. So yeah, we want to see this 15-minute candle actually close below the line for us to shift stop loss to break even.
Power lah. It's a lot.
Yeah, so
I think this make me regret not taking it, but no, I cannot. I cannot take gold trade.
guys, if you all want signal service, don't go to signal service out there. Ask me what you need. I will tell you. I give you a live call at 100% accuracy. But my own trades, right, won't be as accurate as the one I give you. My own trades won't touch it. I know I'm kidding, but like that's why I completely avoided GJ, right? Because if you check GJ right now, right, it's not following anything. It's super messy. But look how clean gold is playing out. Yeah, so yeah, but you see GJ, I think GJ is also coming up to the top side. As I mentioned, the bullish momentum will be it's breaking the areas on the top already to take out the liquidity above those areas. So yeah, that's all.
Actually, no, actually.
Hey guys, hey, look at gold, bro. What the? Bro, look at gold. Holy shit.
Bro, what the fuck?
Guys, go breaking the second line already. Shift yourself to break even and go and sleep, legit. Okay, a break above the second line, right? A break above the line that the bottom line that we drew, right? I have to see a complete closure below to actually add positions more to the downside. Yeah, but for now, you should be nearly risk-free already. You're running about 30, 40 pips wherever you entered. Yeah.
Sell stop here. Net to negative
No. Actually, yeah, you can actually do a self-stop at 1684, just below, or 1683 to be a bit safer. But self-stop on gold is pretty scary and just weak you and completely reject.
No. Later sekali got someone really they sell stop, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, actually, you know what? Now that I look over to GJ, right, on a bigger time frame, right? Actually, GJ is appearing to be quite clean as of now. You know what? Okay, let me just clear.
Yeah, GG like clean on the bigger time frame. How you enter, right? I tell you, the candle like break your mentality, yeah, legit.
Okay, let me just get this in.
Oh, my silver also hitting TP already.
Hey. All right, so okay, so for those who are still inside the call, okay, actually there's still quite some of you. Okay, here's my take on GJ. Never really trade GJ because I hate how it works. But if it's true, with this being an order block, collected after it collected liquidity from these zones, this equal high, it should be okay. So, if it's true that this is an order block that was created after it touched here, right, and it price drawn back in, what we can see is that a potential short may come here through these other blocks over here. Okay, so I'm taking the opening of the bullish candle before the bearish candle. And then SL is just right above here. Oh shit, that dude, that's disgusting. I would never take a 20 pip SL entry. Oh my
20
god.
beats, yeah.
Asa bro. But let's see that. But let's see the potential RR lah.
The play out.
Yeah. For me, it's either 10 pips or you know, or lesser. Okay lah, but if the R, if we are touching somewhere around here, right, breaking these lows. Yeah, actually this is a nice one because okay. Okay, so because there's these lows, this low, but the previous lows were here. So this is definitely another order block. We point out to the right side. And what do we have? An area of interest, an order block. So okay lah, not bad lah. If this trade does is really being taken, right? You could see 1:11 lah. But dude, the 20 pips SL though. But okay lah, 1:11 lah.
Beats, yeah.
1:11. This is definitely a swing ah. But because of the strong bearish the strong bullish push, right? I don't really like how this setup is going honestly.
Acha, go leave.
What's up? Oh, I think it's your mic or something.
Oh. No, he need to leave the no.
Oh, okay lah. It is what it is, you know. Okay, so
Yeah, so remember how I asked you guys to shift your stocks to break even is because exactly of it. You shouldn't go again. Go hit the last line, right, and reject it completely to the top.
yeah. Oh yes, sir. Dude, no,
5 minutes got one order block, that's why is it?
Yeah, something like that. But also it completely like cleared the line, fill the but you see it left the wick at the bottom. So the wick right could actually be filled by the next 4 hour candle as well. So the hope is not a loss, but it's a very risky trade that is running now at the moment. So if it hits your break even, leave it for a while first. I'll take it in a good later again. Yeah, but just now you have shifted the break even again.
yep. No worries. I
Yeah,
think
very
it's another
scary
thing
trade.
because whenever price whenever the time reaches like about 9 plus, right, going to 9:30 or so, there I noticed that price will, example, if it's like a bearish momentum, right, I realize price
It
will
will
always,
suddenly reverse, right?
yeah, same goes if it's bullish, right, I realize that price will just drown within this 9 to 9:30. Yeah. So I got a feeling this is definitely another fake out timing lah, something to take note of lah.
Yeah, so we just need to make sure that we don't break that order block area and the trade is still valid. If it hits your break even, just let it be lah. I will update the group later for further abilities to re-enter the trade. Yeah, but you see, notice how it's rejecting my order block area at the top there, so that's still good for us at the moment. Yeah, but this is why I didn't want to take the trade because I knew that the bottom area, the range from the 1690, right, to 1685, the area that we just rejected from. I didn't like the range of the risk to reward over there, so I didn't take this trade. Yeah.
Okay lah, with that
Yeah, I think that will be all lah.
yeah, with that being said, I'll just stop the recording for as of now. Okay.